Hello, guys. Take it up. Welcome back to Wizarding Wednesdays. Second week in a row. Look at that, huh? Doing pretty well. So we have some people to get in here, and then we'll get to our stories for the day. A couple of good stories about Universal and, of course, Great Britain, and then Vegas as well. Let's see. Wait for some people to head on in the stream. Hello, Kiki and Luca. How are you? Right there. No, see, it's weird. I sure am. Let's wait for a couple more people to hop on into the stream, and then we can talk about some breaking news, shall we? Oh, not breaking news, but some cool details for the ever-expanding and universal Comcast companies here. It is raining here in Southern California. It's been raining for the past couple of days, so been dealing with that. Be raining tomorrow. Raining tomorrow is well. All right. Wait till about the 4-minute mark. More people to join in, and then we'll go ahead and start. Yeah, how is everyone here tonight? I am streaming Parks in the Rain. Maybe when I live closer to them, I'll do that. But it's a little bit inconvenient for me to do that. And also, I don't want to get wet, and I don't want to hold an umbrella. I can't really hold an umbrella and stream the park, so I usually don't do that. But it's pretty nice for the people that do. I have some theme park ideas in the rain, though. Again, maybe just want to live a little bit closer to the park. That could work out. But when it's not raining too heavily, let's see. Alright, wait a few more seconds to start here. I wish people would respond more to my survey. Alright, so let's talk some Universal, shall we? Let's share my screen and see what's going on. So for rumors have been going for a while, really kicking up that Universal is getting a park or doing something in Europe, whether it's buying Port Aventura or someone spoke about London potentially, or the UK, and I even made a video on the UK titled "Is It Coming?" and put little Big Ben. It's like a couple weeks ago. Thank you, Devin, to watch that video. But yes, it is coming. Universal. Thanks to Alicia Stella, by the way. Alicia Stella of Theme Park Stop, who's been on the channel and good friend of the channel as well. She's been working with some awesome Inside Universal posters, Tommy Hawkins and James B on Twitter, and yeah, they together figured out some land purchases and that Comcast has made, and even a construction company that Comcast bought in Bedford, England, with a whole bunch of about 500-acre parcel of land, and in Bedford, England here. So, and they, Universal Land came and confirmed that, yes, they bought this parcel of land for the possibility of a new theme park. Rumors have it this new theme park, if it were to be pursued, would open in 2030 and have no Orlando or domestic park clones. But have the same IPs, right? So could have Harry Potter, but just probably not Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. It would have to be something else. Could still have Hogwarts, but just maybe a roller coaster or just a dark ride, different dark ride inside Hogwarts as well. So that's the whole rumor right now. But this 500-acre parcel of land, which I have a picture, of here. Hold on, let's see if it's in here. Okay, let's actually go to the parcel itself. Hold on. Okay. Here is the parcel of land. Right here, it's kind of very linear piece of land. So people are speculating either the park can go here, and this will be the parking lot and city walk and some hotels, or the park can go here in this flatter piece of land, and then the city walk and hotels and parking could be over here. And that's what I think. I think city walk, the entertainment zone will be in the middle, and they'll have some parking and then some hotels over here, and then the park here, or you have the park over here, and they provide proof of concept art of showing really the park over here and with the city walk and parking over here. Wherever the parking lot goes, a second gate can go in the distant future, maybe like 2050 or something. But yeah, so that's that'd be pretty cool. It's a pretty cool piece of land. You have the train here, the Thames Link, and you also have the freeway there, or one of the obviously Manor Road, but you have the freeway here as well. It's like a major freeway, but yeah, you have also a major rail connection, and it's about 40 minutes from London, so that's not bad at all. And it's in between, or it's close to another major city. I'm gonna forget the name, but it's close to another major city up north too. Let's get some of these comments. So, Kiki and Luca went to Universal Studios Japan in November, had a good time. Had a ride based on the horror movie The Ring. Oh, that's cool. With the Jaws, which is long version of in the US. Yeah, they have the same Jaws ride that Orlando had. Same thing with Spider-Man, which is pretty cool as well. Lastly, that was properly maintained. And awesome, I'm glad you guys liked the flying dinosaur, which is a flying B&M. And yes, Super Mario Land, they have the Yoshi attraction that is our Secret Life of Pets. And they're, of course, getting Donkey Kong next spring, or this coming spring. So, yes, so this is our parcel, and it'll be really cool to watch this develop over the next few years, or next several years, actually. Yeah, that's really just a 60-year turnaround for this park, right? If they want to have it open by 2030. Epic Universe finishes up by somewhere 2025. Then I'd imagine by 2026 to 2030, they'd have that, they can put all their resources to the development of this brand new park, which will be awesome. That, again, should only take about 4 years, 3.5, 4 years. They can open up at the end of the decade, which is pretty nice. And it would be, I can't wait to follow this project, because yeah, that's certainly closer than any other international park from any company. And I've always wanted. I've never been to London, but I have family in London, and I actually was asking my aunt who lives there, how far is Bedford? She says, oh yeah, it's only like an hour train ride. So hey, and then in 70 years or early 60 years, because it's the end of 2023, so 6 years, I'm going to fly over to London, stay with my aunt, and then I'll take the train to Universal. Check out that park. Yeah, because it'll be my first international Universal park. I've been to Disneyland Paris, but that was it. Yeah, we'll have to see what lands it can include, and what rides it will include. But this is before they even open the park or even decide to build the park. They're just doing kind of a proof of concept right now, which is cool. So, if you have any questions about Universal London and Universal Great Britain, anything you want to know, anything you'd want there. I personally love a Hogwarts hotel with a direct entrance into the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. That would be pretty cool. Like something like the Galaxy's Edge or Star Wars Hotel, Galactic Star Cruiser, but for Hogwarts, Harry Potter themed inside the park, which would be awesome. And I would for sure pony up the money to stay at that hotel. But yeah, give you any other questions for any other a minute for any other questions regarding this land or this proposed new theme park here, which is super exciting. Keep in mind, okay, well, the rumor is they'll have no cloned attractions from the domestic parks, so it would have to be cloned attractions from Universal parks, so maybe like the Jurassic World Adventure Dark Ride in Beijing, maybe the Flying Dinosaur, something like that. Another minute or two for questions. Okay, no. Could they try to do an Epic Universe in the game? Okay. They sure can if they wanted to. It depends on the park layout. I mean, if this layout is successful, they can design it just the same way, and design a park just like that, with that open hub concept there. Especially if they're short on space, instead of putting a city walk outside the park, you put it inside the park, and that way you have a 2-in-1. So the Epic Universe cut their budget. Are we in a version of it? Okay. So everything cuts their budget from a Blue Sky phase or from a Blue Sky phase, basically. But you're getting exactly what you saw in the concept art from 2019. Maybe here and there, there's something that got cut. Maybe it's animatronic turned to a screen. But for the most part, you're getting exactly what you saw in the concept art in 2019, and the rides are going to be absolutely out of this world. But honestly, I don't think I got a budget cut because, I mean, things like the theater, you got extra Well, you lost the ride with the Harry Potter broomstick version, so yes, the budget was cut there. But the ride sounded terrible. But you gained a ride with the Curse of the Werewolf coaster, and some of the hub buildings that were initially cut, other new ones have popped up. So I don't think it went through any major budget cuts. Though it just went through just probably regular budget cuts that any project, no matter theme park or not, will go through what they call value engineering. So that's probably what there. But Epic Universe will look just exactly, most likely, what the concept art, or what it is looking like, what the concept art has been showing. So that's pretty good. Yes. Yeah, they couldn't retheme it. The Flying Dinosaurs Jurassic World. They'll probably get the Beijing version. That's a really cool dark ride because Universal Beijing experiences snow, and Universal Great Britain would experience kind of snowy or cold and ugly weathering conditions. So there'll be probably a lot of indoor rides. A lot of indoor rides, which is why a lot of stuff probably from Orlando won't come because They have indoor, but they have a lot of outdoor stuff as well. But we'll probably get a lot of indoor attractions, kind of like Beijing, maybe even whole indoor lands, like Kung Fu Panda Adventure is at Beijing as well. All right. Any more Great Britain questions? Ask all your Great Britain questions here before we move on to the next topic. I'll give you about a minute or so left. And if there's nothing, then we'll move on. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm sure the Minions will be represented in some way, because the Minions are a very popular brand, so I'm sure that will they'll be represented quite nicely in some way. Hopefully, Despicable Me Minion Mayhem will get a proper, hopefully the Minions will get a proper dark ride instead of just Despicable Me Minion Mayhem. That'd be quite nice. I'd fly there, honestly, just for that. Right. So then we have a construction update for you here. Hold on. Okay. This is from the lovely Crystal and Chris. Fantastic people. I've seen them many times. I've hung out with them. Trying to see a Dark Universe. Maybe, I don't know. It depends how I'm sure they want to incorporate the classic monsters in some ways and more often. Especially because they see how excited a lot of people are for the land. So I'm sure the Dark Universe will make its way. Maybe not the land, but some of the attractions, some of the creatures, right? Some of the monsters will get some different attractions in maybe a Dark Universe type setting, or just a singular setting. Maybe instead of like portals and lands, maybe they'll do like the Universal Hollywood way, or just kind of a lot of random type of attractions, or like islands type of way. There's not really lands, but there's just ideas. So maybe like an action land with many IPs, kind of like a fantasy land. But Rising Japan and Singapore. Why I told you, right? The Minion stuff, the Jurassic World stuff. That stuff can, if they want to, can go into this new park. Universal Horror Unleashed right here in Las Vegas is going vertical. Saw an article in the Vegas News where they put up their first walls on December 18th, which is Monday, and here's photo evidence from Crystal and Chris, who just got their came back from Vegas. The first walls are in fact going up for this Area 15 experience, Area 15 expansion. These big walls here, they'll be 110,000 square feet, the Universal Horror Unleashed specifically. Yeah, this is going to open up 2025, probably the summertime, so that'd be pretty cool. Or maybe what? Maybe the fall, maybe in time for Halloween. So we'll see. Here's more photos. Here's Resorts World, the brand new Fontainebleau Hotel that just opened up. I'll be in Vegas next week, by the way. So I probably won't be doing a live stream there, but I could be. What you call it? So I'll be. So I'll be checking the Fontainebleau out and definitely filming some stuff over there. So stay tuned for that. Another shot here is existing Area 15 building, and then this expansion over here will go ahead and take up all of this previously unused space, which is cool. There's the Wynn and the Encore, the Trump, and the Venetian and Palazzo hotels. I love Vegas. I can't wait to go back there in just 6 days, actually. And there's the rendering of Area 15. You have a Boeing 747 in there as well. As part of another exhibit. Then here's Universal Horror Unleashed right here. Alright, so let's get to some of your questions. Any question about Universal Horror Unleashed? Okay. Let's see. Okay. Alright, so does Universal have any room to build out? Of course, yes, they actually have. The Universal Cities total is 400 acres, including the back lot there. So if they reshift some stuff in the background, they will. And they'll certainly reshift like the Studio Tour area, the Falls Lake area is the next one of the big spots for expansion, and the Mummy and the surrounding sound stages over there is another big spot for expansion over there. So two massive plots can fit one or multiple lands and multiple rides. Those will be the next biggest spots for expansion after Fast and Furious is done. Of course, got some sound stages behind Super Nintendo World for expansion there as well. So Hollywood has a lot of room to build out, actually, especially because they're building new sound stages and, allowing the old ones to get demolished. I've heard the Mummy's new chopping block date, rumored chopping block date, is around 2026. So we'll have to see about that. If that sticks. Yeah, Universal's always changing their mind, but got Fast and Furious opening in probably early 2025, but soft opening late next year. And then we have the hotel that the hotel is gonna pop over to the front of the park and actually start construction next year, open up by 2026. And then the security, when that happens, this is my favorite part, the security is actually going to move to the parking garages like Disney. So instead of going to that tiny pinch point there, it's a real big mess right now. When that construction starts at the hotel, security will be moving to the parking garages. There'll be multiple security entrances, because there's multiple entrances to City Walk. So from each of the lots. So ET will probably have one because you have to probably security will be on the bridge, right, for ET because that's the only way to get into the City Walk. But Jurassic and Frankenstein Frankenstein has one entrance, so their security will probably be maybe at the top of the escalators or each escalator entrance. But Jurassic has multiple entrances, and Cary Shores have multiple entrances to City Walk. So you can probably expect security on each level, the first and third floors for those parking lots, which is good because if you can't bring something in, you can easily go right back to your car and just turn. It's not a long walk, it's not like Six Flags, something where it's a long walk, but still, if you have the security at the parking like Disney, you can just turn back around walk to your car and take the thing back away instead of getting a locker at City Walk. And I'm hoping they use that opportunity to get rid of these old security scanners and put in the new ones, the new Evolve scanners that Six Flags and Knott's have, and Disney should have had it, but the security unions, I guess, were fighting against that. Good thing is, there'll be so many security entrances if they do it the way I just described, that there shouldn't really be a line. So even if they don't get the old or the new scanners, it shouldn't be too bad, right? It shouldn't take too long because you probably won't have more than 3 people in line at a time, even in the mornings, because there'll be so many security entrances. So I'm very excited for this plan. In fact, one of the most reasons I'm excited for the hotel, obviously I'm excited for the hotel, but one of the biggest reasons I'm excited is because that security is moving and the whole area is getting rejiggered, it's getting reactivated. So I'm super excited for that. So yeah. Long answer short, yes, Hollywood has plenty of room to build for I'd say at least the next 20 years, which is pretty awesome. Yes, as I just mentioned, Studio should move to the lower lot, and then that Studio Plaza in the Falls Lake could be used for some expansion, whether Harry Potter or something else. Hello, GRL Power Coasters. Why didn't Universal Hollywood make Super Nintendo Land same as Universal? So, they originally were going to, but then they said, okay, instead of putting Yoshi, let's use that same ride system and use Secret Life of Pets, which is good, by the way, because Secret Life of Pets is much better ride than Yoshi's Adventure. It has 65 animatronics. It uses very underutilized space in the park that you really couldn't do anything else with. It's a nice 2-story attraction and adds a beautiful that beautiful theming to that little illumination land. That's where Yoshi went. Donkey Kong was coming, even as a phase. It was coming initially, then it was coming as a phase 2, but right now it's been scrapped or put on hold because of they're concerned about capacity issues. Apparently, can only do about 800 to 900 people per hour. So, with how busy Super Nintendo World is right now, they wanted a higher capacity ride. So, Super Nintendo World expansion will be coming, probably not with Donkey Kong, but with something, and that's yeah, and that's what's going on there. But yeah, we'll get Super Nintendo World expansion. I was thinking about Benjamin and X Imagineers. Okay, so funny enough, that's yes and no. And I'll tell you, so Universal and Disney Imagineers, they switch back and forth a lot of time. Former Universal people work at Disney, and this is before, I mean, for like decades, they've been switching back and forth. People that worked at Islands of Adventure, right, work at Disneyland, like now, right? And then vice versa, people worked on Animal Kingdom and didn't work at Universal. And so the capability was always there for Universal to have Disney type rides, so to speak. But the money wasn't there until Comcast came in. Comcast came in, and all he needed was money. So the Universal Creative was able to also design stuff like that all the time, but they just didn't have enough funds to do so. Comcast came in, bought NBC Universal, now opened the door for deeper pockets and deeper investments, and they really believe in the theme park business. So now, now all their additions are just fantastic. I mean, that's why the Epic Universe looks so good. Velocicoaster looks so good. Fast Furious looks so good. Super Nintendo World looks good. Obviously, the one in Japan's better and bigger, but it still looks fantastic. Wizarding World of Harry Potter looks fantastic. All because Comcast came in and gave them the deep pockets. So they gave them the Imagineers to do what they want. Just like when something at Disneyland, right? When something at Disneyland's like not the greatest, right? You can tell it got budget cut or something. That's because it's not really the Imagineers' fault. It's because Disney just gave them less money to do it, which seems to be happening. Like with Avengers Campus, right? Budget was really shrunk on that, and the location moved multiple times. So the Imagineers had to do what they could, and that's why Avengers Campus looks the way it is, and why Web Slinger is the way it is, because Disney only gave them that budget. No Girl Power coasters. They wouldn't remove the tour. They just move the tour entrance to the bottom and use some of that space for a new land, for new attractions. Awesome. Kiki and Luca, shout out. They're a member. They've been a member for 2 months. That's pretty awesome. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Each member gets one highlighted message, I believe, per month. So, hey, if you guys want to become a member, I'll actually put the link to join the membership program. You can join here or Patreon. I'll put both links down there. Join Kiki and Luca. You guys get a nice little pin. And yeah, you can comment. You have a highlighted comment each month. And then some other cool perks like early access to videos. Kiki and Luca got early access to the latest Epic Universe video just about 12 hours before it was available to the public. So stay tuned for that. And then if you want to join my Patreon, our Patreon, hold on, patreon.com, for other cool posts like permits and stuff, there's the link for that. It is patreon.com/club722. For Live HD, I think there's some things I feel like Supernatural is much Japan's. Yes, it's certainly better in Japan. That's what it was originally designed. Hollywood, space limitations, so they're just deciding what's the best use for the space. But don't worry, an expansion will be coming in the next 10 years, hopefully. If Universal Studios Hollywood doesn't get Donkey Kong, I'll be incredibly mad because Donkey Kong's my favorite character and I can't afford to go to London because I'm California. But hopefully they will get Donkey Kong. That Donkey Kong coaster looks fantastic. Again, Universal's always changing their mind. So maybe they'll change their mind on this as well. Especially when they see the reception about it when the one opens in Florida. Japan. Fast Furious looks like it'll be great. I know Intamin has a lot of special features for their MDCSs, and I'm curious if they're bringing any drop tracks, tilt tracks, turntables. So, not sure. Doesn't look like it so far, but I will go ahead and actually tell you. Universal sent out a guest survey with some of the names names they're looking for Fast and Furious, and of course there's Hollywood Drift, but there's also some interesting names. For that are considering for the coaster, like Fast and Furious Turbo Coaster, Fast and Furious Drift Coaster, Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift Coaster, Fast and Furious Turbo Drift Coaster, and Accelerator Coaster, which I hope they don't go with because it sounds too much like Knott's Berry Farm. But Fast and Furious Redline was a name, which I hope they don't go with either, because that sounds too much like the Red Line subway that's just down the street. Obviously, it's a racing term, Red Line, but you know, who's going to know that unless you're really into the Fast and Furious franchise or racing culture. If you're from Los Angeles, you're just, especially if you took the Red Line there, you're looking at the Red Line, I don't know. But, and also just doesn't signify that it's a roller coaster. Doesn't signify that it has to do with racing yet, unless you know that racing culture and racing terminology. And again, to me, I just think of the Red Line subway that is just down the hill, which you can take the tram to. It's called the B Line now, but it's basically still the Red Line. So yeah, we'll see what they decide. Anyone who gets the survey, please vote for Hollywood Drift or vote for your favorite. I think the front runner is actually Turbo Coaster though. And I say, is it, no, not Turbo Coaster. I think the front runner is Turbo Coaster, only because when I took the survey, there was that they asked me about Turbo Coasters first. Then they asked me why I chose what I chose. But then they asked me about all the other answers, and they didn't like they didn't like ask me a second question. They just kept going. So I feel like Turbo Coaster is in the lead, or that's what they're considering. I don't know. But yeah, we already have turbocharged. We have supercharged. Turbocharged actually was an option. Fast and Furious Turbocharged, which was one of the answers. I chose Hollywood Drift because I like that. It signifies drifting as in spinning. And Hollywood because Universal is Hollywood and it's planned on Tokyo Drift, so definitely chose that one. But we'll have to see. Hopefully they stick with it. I'll keep checking the trademark site every day to see if they. Now I know why they haven't trademarked anything, because they're asking us. Let's see. Your vote. If they should have sent you an email today if you're a pass holder. If you signed up for emails like that, they should have sent you an email, and that's you can vote right there. The Power Cafe looks amazing. Yes, it is. I can't wait until it opens. I thought it would be this year, but maybe they're having a problem getting. Because remember, they had the marquee up and they took it down, so maybe they didn't like it, and maybe they're waiting on a new one. So maybe that's what's going on. Maybe they'll probably. I thought it would be open this year for the holiday season, but I guess it's not. Probably next year though. Oh, also, guys, I have hold on. I have a survey for you. If you guys are in the chat, please go ahead and if you want to take the survey, this is about the future of the channel here, the future of the channel 2024, what you guys want me to cover, and all that good stuff. So it's that link before link. It's at the link below. Go ahead and take it at shaping the channel for the future. So that should be cool. What area would Fast and Furious be? Yeah. That will be part of the production plaza land in the area. Yeah, be part of production plaza in the park. Let's see here. It just check something out. Okay. Okay. I send some to Mondo there. Okay. So, where's it? Everyone's gonna have the name Coaster. Well, it's going Credit Coaster. I don't know. I guess they like that. They like that nomenclature. Soul Cafe is having holiday menu with holiday food, my food and beverage. I'm not sure. I haven't heard of anything. But maybe next year when I think Super Nintendo was supposed to get into like the Christmas spirit next year. So maybe they'll do some stuff then. Alright, guys. I'll give about 7 more minutes. 7 more minutes for any questions. We'll stay around to the 45-minute mark. Have any more questions? Theme park related questions, Universal related questions. I hope they. So, the snack stand, they have a small one at Super Nintendo, but the Power Up Cafe, probably the main snack stand. So if you want any Mario foods and stuff, at least for right now, you'd probably want to go over to the Mario Cafe or the Power Up Cafe up top because yeah, that's for all the main Mario desserts and stuff. And Nintendo desserts will be. I wish I'd see Shape Strike still there. Yeah, me too. That looked super cool, but I think they took that away because of, then you have to wait for the coaster to do kind of like a swing launch. And that would just kind of kill the capacity of the coaster. Right now they plan to have 4 trains of 16 people each, and then just keep on, of the dual loading station, just keep on moving. So, the capacity should be actually pretty good if they do that. I know it sounds like it's small amount of people, but if they just keep on moving like that, without waiting for the coaster to do the swing launch on the spike, then it should have some pretty good capacity. I think that's probably the only reason they took it away. I know Universal right now, at least in Hollywood, is really trying to, especially after the record-breaking attendance here, really want to try to increase the capacity as much as they can. So whatever they add, they want to make sure it has a very high capacity. So that's likely why they took that away. All right, 5 more minutes of theme park questions, everybody. Once again, if you're a YouTube membership, you get early access to videos like Hollywood Drift updates and Epic Universe updates. And you get a cool super chat once a month. Thank you, Kiki and Luca. I hope Hollywood Drift wins. The worst name on there definitely is Fast and Furious Drift Coaster. Yeah, and it's funny because it was actually spelled like this. They had two versions. It was spelled like this, which I thought the spelling was very weird. It was like this. This is the exact. So as you see, it was like they had Fast and Furious was spaced out, then Drift Coaster was stuck together. So it just looked weird. So I hope they don't. There's like a couple of them. There's like Turbo Coaster like that in the same spelling, and then there's Turbo Coaster. So I just hope they don't choose a spelling where that looks like that, because that's just weird looking to me. Super Nintendo World is a long way, and I've been wanting to go there for a while. I'm hoping I can see those things there as well. Shopping, eating. Topaz, by the way, you have a very long name all of a sudden. Like wow, I don't know what it says, but that's a long username. But yeah, I hope you get to Super Nintendo World. It's pretty fun. It's still pretty busy, so just prepare for that. But yeah, it's pretty funny if you want to come and you're big. I know you're a big Nintendo fan, so you might want to spend like all day there, like a couple days of parking, just all day at Nintendo World. Bush Yoshi's Snack Island, my motor store in Bob Center on Super Nintendo Hollywood. Yeah, but they might. The Yoshi Snack Island stuff might come. There are bringing some stuff from Japan over, like even some desserts and stuff. So maybe in that, again, the Power Up Cafe, maybe it'll be kind of a mix of some of the foods from Yoshi Snack Island and the popcorn stand. And the popcorn can always show up to any time as well. But yeah, some improvements are certainly coming, and touch-ups. In fact, Super Nintendo World will get a whole refresh, or sorry, like a general maintenance upgrade. I'm hearing in February. So in February, for a few, February, the Universal will go in there, kind of a slow period. So go in there for a few weeks, and it'll be open, but they're just gonna really fix any broken effects. Nothing's really too broken. When I go to Super Nintendo World, nothing is really broken, but like the binoculars are probably the most broken things, but they'll do a whole refresh, and maybe that's when they'll put a snack stand in there. We'll have to see what they do. But yeah, Drift Coaster. I'm looking at the spelling. That's crazy. How do you go insert stuff? Well, I look at the Inside Universal forums. There's some trusted insiders post stuff there. Also, people just reach out to me. After doing this for a while, I didn't expect it. But yeah, people watch the videos like you guys, and they DM me and stuff. One time, the reason I knew the cafe would be Nintendo themed up there was because a team member, messaged me on Facebook. Actually, I was part of the group. I posted my video, and they messaged me saying, "Hey, yeah, that cafe is actually been like Mario themed." I'm like, oh wow, that's super cool. So yeah, just stuff like that. Heck, even the Bomb Power Up Band game should be about trouble, because yeah, stuff like that still could be added with the musical blocks, because there's a lot of empty space upstairs. So we'll see. There's always room for improvement. So hey, we will see what happens, especially as we go into next year. Alright guys, any last minute questions? Universal questions? Pit Stop Popcorn, that is right. It's Pit Stop Popcorn. So yeah, we'll see if that makes an appearance, or at least the popcorn, next year or sometime in the future. Okay. Super Nintendo has grown in construction. I'm glad that it's finally completed and that yeah, I had a sweet time going there for soft opening. Even if we went to your show, some other things with fan product. Yeah, again, like I said, we've got some of the desserts already, and we're getting we got the little beverage stand. We're getting the Power Up Cafe, which could probably incorporate some items from Japan. We're getting got some more merchandise from Japan. So it's working its way over. It'll be here. Alright, guys, another couple minutes for questions. No, no, just for Turbo Coaster. What are you going to do after that? What was Hollywood Drift? I believe I was gonna do this. I think I was just gonna go over the escalator. Do probably the stall over the escalator into the drop. Yes. All right, guys. Let's see. Well, remember that it has no name yet. That's not it. It has no name. No name's been revealed. These are just some of the options. These are just my speculation on the Turbo Coaster because they, as a front runner, because they asked me another question about it, but it has no name. So they don't have to worry about the name until it's officially announced and it's given one, which will be next year sometime. We'll see what's trademarked. Doesn't what if it could be neither? Could be Hollywood Drift, could be Turbo Coaster, could be Turbo Drift, could be there's about 15 names on there. Could be Fast Furious Redline for all we know. Like we don't know what the name is. So for now we'll be calling it Hollywood Drift or the Fast Furious Coaster until it's officially giving a name next year. If they added Yoshi Snack Island, put some popcorn more. Sorry, where could they go? Well, they wouldn't at the Mario Motors store, and the Pit Stop Popcorn can just a popcorn stand go anywhere in the land. Yoshi Snack Island again. This stuff again probably would go. I told you on upper levels. The Nintendo Cafe would probably have a lot of this stuff. They don't just need to go in the land itself per se. The Bomb Power Band mini game and the music box can go upstairs. I wonder what other things they'll add if they will be doing maintenance in February. Hopefully, more Mario stuff. Again, maybe I'm not sure if they'll be, like I said, the speculation. Maybe they'll be adding something, maybe they won't. But I just know they're just gonna go. They've heard they'll be going to the land, just kind of making sure everything's moving, making sure the maintenance on the figures are still everything's up to par. And February will be its 1 year anniversary. It's its first birthday, February 17th officially. It's soft opened in January, but yeah. February is February 17th, it's official 1 year anniversary, so it makes sense they had to go in after a year and just make sure everything's still working. Maybe they add something, maybe they don't. But right now, they'll just be going in there and just gonna making sure it's kept up well. Yeah, hopefully I check the trademark site every day, and it's very easy. Everyone here can do. They just type in Universal Studios and see what Universal trademarked each day. It's updated every morning, so if they trademark a name, yeah, we'll see it immediately when it's on that website. It's the U.S. government, U.S. Patent and Office or something like that. USPTO is the website. So should be announced, or should be trademarked, I'd say, in the first couple months of the year, and maybe we'll get some official concept art soon as well, because track pieces will probably go up next month or at least early next year. And by then, I mean, people know there's coaches coming, there's marketing, but now with the track pieces going, or when track pieces going, you know, it's right in front of your face. So hopefully Universal will say something, or can act like it's like they do with Velocicoaster and just not say anything until it's almost done. If Donkey Kong comes to Hollywood, it can be 2026, 27. Yeah, that's a good bet. Need something for the World Cup and something for the something for the World Cup and something for the Olympics in 2028. It's gonna be good time to be in LA and a good time to be at Universal. Alrighty, guys. I wish I could touch the beautiful Intamin back. Well, hey, maybe if you score a construction tour, maybe. Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much for joining this lovely live stream. Lots of great interaction, lots of great stuff for Universal. Not sure if I'll be going live next week as I'll be in Vegas. Maybe I'll do something from Vegas. But subscribe for more info and some awesome videos. I'll be doing a Hollywood Drift construction update one more time before I head to Vegas. So probably in the next few days, this weekend or something. So look for that. Then I'll do one when I get back, and maybe another Epic Universe. I'll bring my stuff to Vegas just in case Bowery Constructor does anything. And yeah, as always, have a fantastic day. Don't forget to subscribe, become a YouTube member if you want to support the channel, and Patreon. If the mommy doesn't clean, 5 minutes, but he's not doing that. All right. Thank you guys so much. Have a fantastic day.